Hi, my name's Adam. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to talk about bank fees and moving your investments to the bank to save on fees. And this has come up a couple times in the last week, and I know I always say that on this channel because I talk to a lot of you on a daily basis and I hear all the struggles that you guys are facing. And so this is something that came up, and I was talking to someone. They reached out to me and they said, Adam, I've been watching your YouTube channels. I've been doing some digging on Chris and BCV Asset Management, and I think we're ready to make the move to BCV. But here's the catch. We have $1 million saved up, we're ready to retire, but we need to keep $500,000 at our bank invested so that we save on our banking fees. And when we broke it down, I showed them the numbers and why it made sense or why it didn't make sense, and that's what I want to cover in this video. And I know a lot of you would say, well, I'm not dealing with my bank, that kind of stuff. You know what? A lot of times we get hooked into saving a little bit of money because it sounds really good, but you're paying a big fee over here. And my perfect example is this. I have had season tickets to the Vancouver Canucks for many years, about 21 years now. We have cheap seats up top. They're $5,000 a year. We sell them out. They don't cost us anything at the end of the day. But what I love about it is every year we get a $400 gift card to spend in the arena. It's for free. I look at that and say, wow, that $400 gift card, that's good value. So I keep renewing my Vancouver Canucks tickets to see what I'm going to get free next year. And I don't go to any games. Well, we went to one game a couple weeks ago with the whole family. And of course, as you can imagine, bringing 4 little kids to a Vancouver Canucks game, it's a gong show. So I think we're done that for a few years. But again, I'm paying a lot of money to get a little bit of benefit. I think a lot of you are doing that every single day at your bank, at your financial institution, or many other places, right? We sign up for 3-year contracts for internet and TV to get a brand new, few $100 TV because we like free stuff. I think we're getting caught in a trap, and I want to break it down, the numbers in this video. So almost every bank, financial institution offers you something if you have one of two things, either a minimum balance in your saving or checking account, and usually you need to have $5,000 to $10,000, and maybe you have your banking fees waived. So either you have a lot of money sitting there doing nothing for you, or if you have a certain amount of investments with them, 100,000, 250, 500. Typically, we used to see about 100,000. Now we're seeing up to 500,000. So if you have 500,000 in savings with us, investments, TIFs, RSP, whatever it is, we'll waive your credit card fee, your daily banking fee. You'll never pay a fee as long as you keep your $500,000 with us. But hopefully, as you've learned on this channel, and even my latest video that came out earlier this week, you're paying a very high fee likely on that investment. And paying a high fee on a $500,000 investment, it isn't saving you much on the other end. So let's break down those numbers. And I'm going to use this client that we talked to as an example. So this person that reached out to me, again, they had $1 million at the bank, one of the big 5 in Canada here. And they wanted to move $500,000 to BCV and leave $500 at the bank. We went through the process with BCV and kind of covered all that off, and it made sense for them. So sure, let's move over the $500. But my question was, why are we leaving $500,000 at the bank? You just told me that you get no advice, you're not happy with the investing, you feel like they're selling you something, and you're paying really high fees. There's nothing about the bank and the investments there that you like. Now again, some of you may have a good experience at the bank. I'm not saying it's the bank's fault, but they felt compelled to leave $500,000 at the bank, and they were paying just over 2% in fees every single year. And I said to the client, look, okay, that's fine, you want to leave $500,000 there, but why? And she goes, well, I'm saving on my daily banking fee, and they waive our credit card fee. And I said, okay, well, what does that amount to? And she goes, well, our daily banking fee is about $30 a month, and then our credit card fee is about $140 a year. So it's roughly $500 a year that we're saving. I said, that sounds great, but on the other end, you're paying over 2% in fees on $500,000. You're paying over $10,000 in fees. You haven't been happy with your investments. You haven't made much money. You've had no planning. They haven't reached out to you. It's been a mess. Why would you leave this to get that? And she thought, you know what? I've never really thought about it that way. I just thought if I leave it there, I'm getting free stuff over here, but it's costing you. For her, she was paying just over $10,000 in fees to save $500 over here. Now, if she were to move to BCV, for instance, BCV charges 1.5% on her account. She's paying $7,500 here. Even if she's got to pay her banking and credit card fees of $500, she's still all in at $8,000 versus $10,000. 20% difference. That's a big difference. So she wanted to move everything to BCV, but she felt compelled to stay where she was to save those fees. So you need to take a step back. And I've talked about this last few videos, and this is kind of the theme of the month. We're in spring cleaning right now. You need to spring clean your financial position, whether it's your investments, your planning, your estate plan? Have you updated your wills and power of attorney? Let's look at your financial picture and do some spring cleaning. A lot of you have put it on the sidelines, right? You get busy with work, career, maybe kids, mortgage. You got a lot of stuff going on. And typically investments are just, plug, plug, plug. Yeah, I'm saving over here for retirement. I'll deal with it when it gets to retirement. The reality is you need to deal with it every single year. Now is the time. You guys need to do a spring cleaning. Again, I talked about the last video. What are you paying in management fees? Go through your account statement. Look at the funds that you own. If you're in mutual funds, ETFs, whatever it is, look at the overall fees you're paying. Again, the fee statement doesn't show the whole picture. You need to do your homework and do some digging there. Are you saving $500 in fees, but you're paying $2,000 to get that $500? Like, that's not a savings. We need to start digging into what we're paying, what we're getting, where the value is, and if we're happy with what we're paying and what we're getting. Again, if you're paying for something and you're getting a great service and great benefit, absolutely fine. That's where you should be. A lot of you go from here, where I'm paying fees and getting nothing, and you hit a point where you're really PO'd. You're upset, and so you just jump to the far end over here, where it's DIY, I'm not bringing in advice or anything like that. Well, there's this middle ground that's gonna cost you. And it's no plan, no structure, and not understanding what to do when you hit retirement. You need to fill that middle ground. So just make sure that you do. Don't go from one extreme to the other. Look, I get it. If you're paying 2.5%, 3%, I've met some of you paying north of 3% in fees on over $1 million accounts, which is absolutely insane. If you're paying a large amount of fees, definitely you need to make change. That's what this is all about. But find where you want to balance. Do you want to go full DIY and then hire a fee-for-service planner? Do you want to find an ongoing relationship advisor? You need to figure out what the best solution is for you. Again, everyone's looking for something different, but let's do some spring cleaning on our financial picture. Figure out A, what you're paying. Figure out B, are you paying for something to save over here? Like, we've done this a lot of times, and I know a lot of you, I talked to a lot of you that have done this bank hopping, right? If I open up a new account at RBC, I get a new iPad. And then if I go to Scotia, I get a $250 gift card. And if I go here, and you're bouncing all around, that's good to an extent for sure. But I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a lot of work to get something for free. But again, a lot of times we're getting trapped into something up here to get something down here. That needs to stop, and you need to review it. So next time you head into your bank or financial institution and they tempt you with a free bank account or a free credit card or waive fees on a credit card, anything like that, understand what you're paying to get that. You have to remember, like, these companies are in business to make money. And if they can lock you in, there's obviously value to them. So just be aware, are you paying for something that you're not getting, or are you paying for something that you're getting very little value for? So thank you for joining us in this video. If you have an experience like this, leave a comment below. Our videos are getting lots of comments, and I love it. And a lot of you are commenting on each other, helping each other out. And that's what we're trying to build here. It's a community for all of you. So if you haven't joined our community, hit the subscribe button. If you enjoy these videos, hit the thumbs up. It really does help the algorithm get our videos out. We'll see you in the next video.